Hi, today let me share 3 free resources that every teacher should have. Whether you are a primary teacher, a college professor, or a corporate trainer, these resources will be helpful for you. Whether you teach face to face or teach online, these resources will be helpful. So let us jump right in and find what those resources are. But before that, I am Ramgopal from presentationprocess.com, the creator of Teachers Interactive Bundle. This bundle has 140 PowerPoint templates for teachers, 25 interactive tabs, and 220 interactive quiz templates pack. The link to the product is in the description box below the video. Before I share with you the 3 free resources, let me share a bonus free resource. The site is called 1000randomnames.com. As the name suggests, the site gives you 1000 random names that you can use for any dummy data. As soon as you type in the URL 1000randomnames.com, you will get this list of random 1000 names. The best part is when you hit refresh, the list gets refreshed again and you have 1000 other random names, and when you hit refresh again, you get 1000 more names and so on. Since we want a list of random names to demonstrate the various tools that I'm going to show you today, I thought of showing you this bonus resource. The first resource is spinthewheel.io. Let me show you how this beautiful resource works. First, let us go to full screen so you can have a clean, nice looking interface. Here we have a set of random names. Now to pick one name out of these many names, I just need to click in the center and the wheel spins. You can see that there is a beautiful effect here, a nice sound and a wonderful announcement, and the winner is picked. It is Alvin Blair. Now I have the choice of whether to leave the name in the list or if I want to remove the winner so I can have the other people have an equal chance. Let us say I want to remove this winner's name from the list. It is removed. I close. Now in the next selection, I don't have the earlier name included. Let me now spin again and we have our second winner shown in this, and it is going to be Mauricio, and this is the winner. And if I want to remove this, I can remove this name also and I can close. I can keep doing this till I have all the names selected. Once I hit escape, here we have the results. When I click on results, you can see that this is the first winner, this is the second winner, and so on. Now, how do you populate this list? It's very simple. Let me clear the list first. I go to 1000randomnames.com. Since I already have this list of random names, I'm just going to select a few from this list. Maybe these many. I can right click, copy. Now that goes into my clipboard. Let me go to spinthewheel.io. I can go to edit, and here we have the list. I can delete it, and then I can right click and paste the new list, and then I can go to full screen and I can play the spinner wheel. The name is selected, and just as we did earlier, we have a beautiful selection. I can choose to have that removed and I can continue playing the same game. Now, what if I want to add one more wheel? Let me go to add here, and that adds another wheel. And here I can type or paste my entries. Let us say I want to conduct a quiz on maths subject. Maybe the first one is about quadratic equation, and the second subject is about, say, statistics. Third one is about trigonometry. Fourth is about mensuration. Fifth one is about algebra. And now I have 5 of the subjects. Now this is done. I can now go to full screen. I can choose one person from the class by clicking on this. Now let us say the winner is Whitley. Let me remove the name of Whitley from this list for the next one. And Whitley is going to answer from one of these subjects. So let me click here. And then you can choose to ask a question from quadratic equation, and let me remove this. Now, once that is done, I can choose another person to answer question from another subject. If you want both the wheels to spin at the same time, I can go to spin all and both of them would get spinning, and we will have the name selected of the person and also the subject, and you can have the questions asked appropriately. Let me hit escape, and if I don't want the second wheel, I can always go to delete, and we get this pop-up dialog box. You say apply. Now we just have a single wheel. The best part is this is a totally free resource. You can customize the look and feel of the wheel as well. You can go to design and you can choose different themes. You can click here, maybe if I want to have archery, and if I have say a different background, maybe tint, I can apply the settings and you can see that we have a customized background. So all these various options are available for you to work with, and it is surprising to see how good a resource this is and which comes totally free. Please realize I don't have any affiliation to any of the sites that I'm recommending today. I found these to be useful and that is why I'm sharing them with you. Now the next free resource is namepicker.net. This site allows you to pick a random name from a list of names. If you don't really want to play the spin the wheel game and you want a simple way to pick one random name from a whole bunch of names, you can use this particular tool. Let me just pick up some random list of say around 65 different names. Let me go here. I can add them by right clicking and pasting. You can see that we have 65 different names here. I can go down and I can decide the number of winners I want. If you want just one winner, you can do so. If I want say around 3 winners from this, I can go here and choose 3. And if I want to remove name from list of names after drawing winner, I can check this. I have the option to filter duplicate names, and we have other options here. These are the ones that you would normally use. Now I just want to pick 3 random names. So let me hit here and you can see that we have total names as 65, and these are the 3 names that have been picked from that list. Now let me hit pick again and watch what happens. The first 3 names are already listed here and they have been removed from the earlier list, and we have the next set of 3 names shown. And this can be quite handy. So if you want to pick just one name at a time, you can use spin the wheel. If you want to pick more than one winner from a list, you can choose namepicker.net. You can use this in any number of ways. Let us say you are an English teacher, you've picked a list of 100 words and their meanings, and you've given that list to your class earlier. Now you want to conduct a quiz. You pick one student at random and select 5 words from that list, and you can ask for meaning. The way you use this namepicker.net is purely dependent on your imagination. Now, the same site also gives you another option called random team generator option. Let me show you how this tool works. To get that tool, you can go to commentpicker.com/team-generator.php. I will leave a link to this in the description box below the video. You can go directly to that site. You can enter your list here. So I have this random list. You can also save the list by entering a name here and by hitting save. If you want to upload these names from a file that you already have, you can click on upload names and you can go to say this text file where you have the names available. You can click on open and you will have the names taken from that list. And once that is done, you go down and here is where the magic happens. Now let us say you want to create 5 teams from the list. You can go here and choose the number of teams as 5 and you can say generate teams. Immediately you can see we have 5 teams created with the list of names shown in each of these teams. And these are random selections. Now instead of saying the number of teams and dividing the list into the number of teams, I can choose to have the number of participants per team. I can click on this option and I can have the number of participants to be say around 10 members per team, and I can say generate teams and you can have the teams created here with exactly 10 names per team. This again can come in quite handy if you're a teacher. So far we have seen spin the wheel to pick one random name, namepicker.net to pick multiple names, and random team generator from commentpicker.com to divide a list of names into multiple teams. Now the last set of resources that I want to share with you is this very simple timer. When you search for timer in Google and hit search, you would get this automatically right as the first result. Now the reason why I like this so much is because of the neat interface. Now let us say you want to announce a 15-minute coffee break to your class and you want to make sure that everyone returns right in time. The best way to do that is to project a countdown timer on your screen. So you go here, you click and you input the number exactly in the same format. For 15 minutes, I would say 00 for the number of hours, and then 15 minutes and then 00 in seconds, and I say start. But before I say start, I want to go to full screen and see how clean the interface looks. Once I hit start, you can see that the countdown starts, and once again it's a very neat looking interface, and you will also see this bar that grows in size all the way till here. So we have a visual way of showing the amount of time left. Now once the clock hits 0, you will have a certain sound coming. You can choose to have that sound off or you can have that on. And if you want to reset the timer, you can click on reset, hit start, and the clock starts again. Let me hit escape. In the same tool, we also have stopwatch. Let us say you want to conduct a quiz and you want to reward the person who comes up with the answer to the question the fastest. You can use stopwatch for that. You can project this onto the screen and it works exactly the same way with the same neat interface. When you hit start, you can see that we have this timer start. As soon as someone gives you the answer, you can hit stop and the job is done. So it's very neat and it is available readily for anyone by just searching for timer on Google. So those were some of the free resources. I hope you found them useful. If you liked this video, then you will really like this other video we created for you called Convert MCQ Quiz in MS Word to Interactive Animated PowerPoint Quiz. It's a handy trick that will help you create beautiful animated PowerPoint quiz quite easily. So go ahead, click on the link here and watch that video right away.